Hello, my name is Jim DeMeo, and this is A Course in Miracles. Today we're reviewing Lesson 71 and Lesson 72. Lesson 71, Only God's plan for salvation will work. It is senseless for me to search wildly about for salvation. I have seen it in many people and in many things, but when I reached for it, it was not there. I was mistaken about where it is. I was mistaken about what it is. I will undertake no more idle seeking. Only God's plan for salvation will work. And I will rejoice because His plan can never fail. These are some suggested forms for applying this idea specifically. God's plan for salvation will save me from my perception of this. This is no exception to God's plan for my salvation. Let me perceive this only in the light of God's plan for salvation. And the review of Lesson 72, holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Holding grievances is an attempt to prove that God's plan for salvation will not work. Yet only His plan will work. By holding grievances, I am therefore excluding my only hope of salvation from my awareness. I would no longer defeat my own best interest in this insane way. I would accept God's plan for salvation and be happy. Specific applications for this idea might be in this form. I'm choosing between misperception and salvation as I lay look on this. I see grounds for grievances in this. I will not see grounds for my salvation. This calls for salvation, not attack. So what is God's plan for salvation? You might ask. God's plan for salvation is really straightforward. To accept His creation. Most Christians have it halfway right. Jesus indeed is God's plan for salvation. But along with Jesus, so is you and your brother. What is it that you think Jesus was trying to teach? Was He on a long self-glorification trip? Or was He trying to teach that God's plan for salvation, that He as the Messiah was teaching us that we're the Son of God? Think about it. Indeed, only God's plan for salvation will work. Blessings.